A carpenter will determine level to be perpendicular to the direction of gravity.
What you talking about?
Level refers to our other dimension, horizontal. We say something is level when both ends are on the same horizontal plane. Once again, we test this on the job site using bubble levels mostly and laser levels. It's utterly important in the foundation building phase. We don't want sloped floors, and all that starts with a good foundation. And there is nothing more basic than plumb, level, and square. Plumb refers to the vertical dimension when something is perpendicular to the horizon. Level refers to the horizontal dimension, a surface that is flat.
A carpenter will determine level to be perpendicular to the direction of gravity.
Okay, let's start with the one that gets used incorrectly most often. Plumb. Plumb means truly vertical, or perpendicular to the horizon. Also, to find plumb when we're building things, we sometimes still use a plumb bob, which is basically just a dummy weight hanging on a string. This lets us transfer layout points up and down through empty vertical space. And that's something that's not easy to do without a plumb bob or something like it. And this tool has been around for thousands of years. The word plumb actually comes from these tools. It refers to the lead weight that Romans used to make plumb bobs in certain waterworks. So just remember, plumb, perfectly vertical or upright. And next, sort of combining the two, we come to square. Square refers to two intersecting surfaces that form a 90-degree angle. This is just your common right angle. Visible gaps prove that structures are out of square, which just screws things up in carpentry. We correct this before continuing to build.
Take a photo of a large body of water and compress it laterally. You'll see a curve.
What you talking about?
If you didn't know, the horizon isn't flat. Take a photo of a large body of water and compress it laterally. You will see a curve.
Thanks very much, guys. What's your name, sorry?
I'm Nathan Crawford.
Nathan, sorry, I don't know if you want to do the whole bit of virus thing. Listen, do you know what it is? I've been investigating the shape of the world for the last 6 years. I take it you guys have heard of this?
Like flat Earth?
Someone in my work was talking, was it, you're the guy on YouTube? I can't remember the name.
They'll say flat earth, but everybody will just label you and say you're a flat earth, you're a flat earther. What's your image of what flat earth would be?
Don't know.
Well, it's, some people think it's like a kind of never-ending kind of like plane.
An infinite plane.
Like, yeah.
So you've heard the whole theory of that there's a, like this pond, and say there was a channel to somewhere else and there would be another pond. Is that the one you've heard of? Or you've just heard that it's an infinite plane and without any details to it?
Yeah, I've not really looked into it.
Big ice wall, I've heard of that.
You've heard of the ice wall one as well, so you have heard of it. Yeah. So what's your overall opinion on it? Have you ever looked into it? Have you ever?
I've not really delved into conspiracy theories myself, no, but
he trusts science. I don't really trust science.
See, that's interesting because I've always been science orientated. I've never been religious. I was never brought up like that. I'm a very much, so this is the game I play with people. What I would try and do is I would reason with you. You know what reasoning means, you know, right? So if I was to say to you then, give me your reasons, convince me, you as a man to a man, that the world's a ball, what would you point to?
I mean, I don't know, curvature of the earth and stuff like that.
But you can't see it, but
where is the curve? That's the thing, because she's right. It's never been detected, it's not been measured. I mean, a standing body of water, as we know it and we test it, will always seek and find its level. The surface forms a horizontal plane. I mean, that's physics to me. I can test that. You and I can go to a physics class, we can take that stuff, we can demonstrate it in various scales and show its physical behaviour. But yet I have to look at an image and I have to negate what reality shows me in favour of the image.
Oh, no. Totally, NASA completely doctor their images and they're open about doing that, but people don't question.
Exactly. And do you understand my reasoning that I go with what reality shows me rather than what an image would show me? Do you think that's more sound?
Reality, what you see is what you believe.
Exactly. It's not just about what I see. I mean, I can test that, I can make a prediction on that, I could form a hypothesis, I could make a prediction on it, I could test it, put it to practice, and it would show me that it always forms a horizontal plane. But people are telling me it curves.
No.
And I can't test that. So for me that's pseudoscience. So that's where I'm at with this right now, and I'm trying to gauge for the public. I mean, I go to universities, I speak to them as well and ask the very same questions. And usually, this is why I'm asking, convince me that it's a bot. And usually what I get is searching for something, and they don't know.
Well, I mean, you can't 100% know. Like, I've not, in my belief system, I'm not just like, oh, I'm on a sphere. Yeah. It could be on anything.
So you're open to the possibility then?
Yeah.
Aye.
Definitely.
And you're the same?
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Fantastic.
I don't believe in science, like.
Oh yeah, she hates, very anti-science.
Anti-science?
I'll explain something to her.
Humans
oh, that's
just
just because some guy made that up.
We think we've just got too much worked out. We totally don't know everything.
I 100% agree with you. Do you know where I agree with you on it? See, when they start going to existential stories, like Big Bang's 14.5 billion years ago, you know, what the whole universe is, for me that's not what science is. Science for us as human beings is exploring the real world. And we can discover things and we can share that with each other and we can make progress. But as soon as I start hearing them giving me like a religious story about my origins and where the universe came from, I'm like, nah, that's scientism or pseudoscience, it's religion. So, I mean, I would try and encourage you not to hate real science, because that helps us.
Yeah.
You know,
I find it hard to trust them.
but you shouldn't trust them.
I don't trust them, because I just think they just spout so much shit.
Well, here's the thing. You know, when people say science, I'm always like, well, there's subdivisions of science, there's subcategories of it. Science to me means you and I, real human beings, exploring the objective world. We're the scientists. It doesn't belong to an institution. And when it's in an institution's hands and they spout stories to us, then I've got serious issue with that. So I would encourage you to keep on committing to the objective world.
I think if they educated us in like real world stuff and not just like they just pick and choose like what they actually teach children, and it just shapes the world.
See, I'd agree. They removed the trivium, the liberal arts for the education system, 100 odd years ago, and that taught you how to think, know what to think, and they replaced it with a Prussian mimicry system, which we have right now. So that's what we're getting. It's just remember what you're told and repeat it, rather than how to think properly. So I would 100% agree with you, and there's not enough encouragement of that anymore, and people are docile.
People just ridicule you and just call you crazy.
Exactly.
What everyone's just an open mind.
Exactly.
Yeah, even though I couldn't, or like I won't say like 100% believe anything, and I wouldn't say I agree with you or I disagree with you, so it could be anything. But
would you agree on the principle that if I made a claim to you, what would your standard be in order for you to accept that it was real?
I don't know.
A demonstration. If I say to you I could fly right now, and I could fly, you would accept that. But if I say to you I can fly, but I can't show you here, but see when you go home, watch a video or watch it on a TV, you wouldn't.
That's exactly what we do.
But you wouldn't accept that I could fly from that. But so this is what I'm saying to people: why do you accept the Earth's a sphere? Because you see the image of it on your TV. But yeah, everybody's experience is that we're on the level. You see a line, flat line.
I was on a cruise, I could see for miles and miles, 360, and
and your horizon line's a straight line. Yeah. It's not a curve. The bodies of water are no curving. So where is all this happening? Exactly.
They have something to explain it, but again...
But no demonstration. Because if I say, right, get a rock, get a vacuum, put it in the vacuum, get gas to cling to the rock, get water to cling around the rock, nobody can achieve that. So how's that reality for me? I'm like, I can't accept that, you know? But it's been a real refreshing privilege to meet you and speak to you. You're always expecting it. It's called Beyond the Imaginary Curve.
Okay.
So I do this quite a lot. I go to the universities and stuff and ask the students, and it's the same. You know, what I'm highlighting is that there's a bit of brainwashing going on, and it's a bit like a cult. Because they'll say to me, there's a spear and I believe it, and then I'll say, well, reason with me then, tell me why. And they're like, I don't know. That's what I was told. Well, that's a cult for you then.
Yeah, too much.
You know? Aye, exactly. Pleasure.
You too.
Thank you very much.
Have a
Keep an
nice
open
day.
mind.
Take it easy. Thank you. Take care, guys. See you later on. Where's Harley? Where is he? Where's Harley? Is he in there?